go to movie theaters because of that. And for me, it sucks because I enjoy going to movies, going to movie theaters, even going to like stuff like the rooftop cinema, where like I've experienced like movies like Romeo and Juliet, where I didn't fucking go see it, and I wasn't able to go see it in '96. So going to go see it again now, it just it makes me feel nostalgic. It makes me feel good about like being able to watch movies on the movie screen. I will definitely still be going to movie theaters if they're still open, for sure, to support at least the movies that I really that I like and want to support. I don't know about everybody else, but everybody's different,
Yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, dude, I was about to say that it sucks that, I see the director's points and stuff and why, but it sucks that they're thinking more about the grand scale and less about our safety, like their fans, the people that love their directing, that if we do want to stay inside, I think they just need to push and adjust to the streaming movement, dude. Like it's going to become more powerful probably than ever, so they got to adjust and like eventually abide to it, I think, because eventually theaters will strike hard, dude, even after COVID. Like eventually after a certain amount of time it will trickle back in, even if we might not see it the same, so
yeah. Well, it's good to say that I think it's only Christopher Nolan who's really spoken out negatively against HBO Max. James Gunn and a few others have expressed their concern about this decision, but they haven't out and out said, fuck HBO Max the way that Chris Nolan did, where he said that HBO Max is the worst streaming service ever.
Yeah, I saw that, dude.
And it's just because he, very much like Tarantino, is a huge, advocator for theaters and the film experience. So, I feel his pain, and I think he's just being a hothead right now, and he's just, it's a scary, uncertain time. So I can understand, but
that's crazy. That shows how it not only affects us, but it affects big guys like Nolan, dude. So
yeah,
that's crazy, dude. It's a strange time.
Definitely.
And I guess I will go off more news just to keep going forward. We got a confirmed actor for Mortal Kombat that's playing Cabal, dude. I don't know if you guys know about that. That's sick, dude. And his name is Daniel Nate, I think. And I think that's dope because Cabal is one of my favorite dudes to come out of Mortal Kombat series, dude. That's fucking hard. I wonder how murdery this Mortal Kombat is going to be.
I know we got the logo, right, for the Mortal Kombat movie.
And that's one of the titles that'll be dropping on HBO Max next year.
Which I'm fucking excited for.
I'm glad I got on the HBO train, dude.
I mean, to be honest, I'm more excited about HBO Max next year. I already know what I'm going to do for Christmas, and that's watch Wonder Woman. That's the silver lining of my next couple of weeks. That's the most exciting thing I think right now. Going on.
Let's not forget James Gunn's Suicide Squad, rated R Suicide Squad. Holy shit! Yeah, it's gonna be.
What's it called? Dune is gonna be on there too.
Hell yeah!
So much, dude. So much.
Tenet's gonna be on there. Khan. Godzilla versus Khan. So I mean, to be frank, I think this is a great move by Warner Brothers. I mean, that's nothing to take away from people in the movie industry, but they have to do it one way, shape or another. And I think Mortal Kombat. As it is Mortal Kombat, I was already excited about, but now to hear Cabal is going to be on there. I know Jax is going to be on there. Johnny Cage, right, is going to be on there. I'm not really sure.
The originals for sure are on there.
Yeah,
so just hearing small names like that are big for me, like Cabal on there. I think the story is going to be hella in depth compared to the 90s versions, dude. Like for sure.
Yeah, they're going to be more true to form, and I think James already said a couple months back that they said that there's fatalities and brutal scenes all throughout it, and that it made one of the actors physically sick watching what they were doing, which is very exciting to hear.
So yeah,
how much? What is that called? When they actually use real stuff instead of like CGI. What is that called?
Oh, practical effects.
Yeah, how practical is this shit gonna be, dude? And who's gonna be dying to these fatalities? Like, that's also a big question.
Babality.
Yeah. Right? And if they do that, I will flip my lid, dude.
I know. I talked to one of my coworkers, and I told them about when they dropped the announcement of all the movies coming out in 2021, going to HBO Max, and I told him about Mortal Kombat, and he was just like really hyped about it, because I told him like it's actually going to be like Mortal Kombat, like an actual Mortal Kombat movie, not like the PG-13 shit. Like, we're getting a rated R movie. Like, it's gonna be dope, and he got excited about it.
We're gonna get some good deep stories, probably with some good tournament, dude. Like, I think it's gonna be fun, dude. I hope. Who made this again? Who's the one that is like head of the
James Wan? No,
the Mortal. Is James Wan? Yeah, dude. James Wan's out there, dude. For him to be making like all this stuff lately, he's been on point, I think.
Definitely. With his studio as Atomic Monster, man, he's killing it right now. I'm glad he's bringing us some good stuff.
He's becoming a heavy name, dude. I think he's been a heavy name, to be honest.
To debut with the original Saw, like, Saw was a huge staple in horror. You could say what you want about torture porn. Maybe it's not your thing, but Saw is iconic, and it did something in the world, and that's because of James Wan and Lee Winnell. So I'm glad that he's like, you can see like his progression and fearlessness of doing all of these different kind of things and taking risks.
He's dope for actually trying to get out of the horror porn that everyone wants these days. So that's pretty dope for him. It's showing how versatile he really is.
Yep.
And his artistry.
For sure.
And that's going to end my news. A little bit of Mortal Kombat there. I'll pass it to maybe Diego.
I only have one bit of news. I don't know if you guys saw that Netflix just dropped the trailer for Cobra Kai Season 3.
Ooh. Did they?
Yes, and they dropped a lot of hints. They dropped a lot of stuff on there. And from what I saw, Daniel LaRusso is going to be going to Japan. And there is going to be some people coming out from that Karate Kid from that Karate Kid 2.
Damn.
So I'm excited. This show is just amazing.
Yeah.
This is one of these shows where I'm just like excited, legit from the first episode was excited to see, and it didn't disappoint,
Yeah, when you
keep expanding that universe, that's dope.
Yeah, you keep like when you're watching it, it feels like a nostalgic dream, and they're hitting all the beats that you want subconsciously in your head. You just see these things like happening on screen, and you're like, that's exactly what I would have done if I was making this show, and it keeps happening, and it's so consistent. And I'm so happy that Netflix picked them up and they didn't get canceled, and we get a season 3, and they're probably going to keep going for it. And it's just fun. Very fun.
Yeah. Yeah. The creators and everybody involved in it really understand the source material. So they really are wonderful people that just understand everything that's in their universe, Mm-hmm. So it's awesome, and the fact that they still drop like people from like past Karate Kid movies is amazing, and they still keep the story going. There's no filler episodes, you know, so that's awesome. Every episode means something, you know.
True that.
So that was my only bit of news. I was just wondering if you guys saw it and if you guys are excited for that. And that was only it.
That's good news. That's good, very good news. Do you got any more news, Wes?
Yeah, I have 2 quick bits. I'll jump into them real quick so we can move on to our recs. Dune, as we were talking about earlier, Denis Villeneuve's latest project that was delayed because of COVID, has officially been rated PG-13. And as we talked about, it's going to be a part of HBO Max's roster for 2021, which is next year. But yeah, PG-13, it makes sense. I think David Lynch's version was also PG-13. It makes sense for the sci-fi source material. Doesn't, it's going to be kind of dark and probably riding the edge, but nothing too crazy. So we're looking at more of a probably like Nolan-esque vision with this one. Excited for Dune though. Denis Villeneuve is amazing film, one of the best contemporary filmmakers working right now, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm excited for this.
Intense cast too. It's like holy shit. My last bit of news, some family-friendly news. LeBron James has finally opened up about Space Jam 2's plot after being very, closed off about it. Basically stating that the film follows him trying to force his son into taking the same basketball path he did as a child, and him trying to regain his son's trust throughout the film. What do you guys think about this?
Oh, and the Munstars are not in it no more.
How do you know? We don't know that.
I think they said that it's going to be something different, dude. There's no Munstars.
I mean, of course. Like how long has it been? Like 2 decades since Space Jam.
Yeah.
And the Monstars were defeated, and they turned into like little thingies.
Little baby aliens.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of LeBron, but I'm excited to see what they do. To see the Looney Tunes back potentially in theaters and on the big screen it's gonna be awesome. Lola Bunny and everything.
You gotta have high hopes for this, especially since Warner Bros had wanted to go through it. So I'm glad that they're not exactly going for a sequel. So that's kind of fun. It's going to be its own thing, kind of again.
Yeah, like
LeBron's tale, I guess.
Like this generation's, like the youth. This the youth that we know. Yeah, it's their Space Jam, which is it's cool. It'll be like a generational thing. I hope, hopefully.
I just love the original Space Jam and how they used Jordan's past of actually being a baseball player.
Yeah, like his retirement and how they fused that all in there it was cool.
Like not many people know Jordan played baseball, so I wonder how they're gonna fuse like LeBron. I wonder if it's just gonna be an all basketball movie and how the Looney Tunes are going to get this guy that plays basketball all day to join their squad, or how they're going to, like, the story, like, how the old one was, like, how are they going to bring, like, this universe at the knees of aliens again, or something like that, like, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
it's going to be cool, I guess. It just got to happen, I guess, just like Sonic and a bunch of other movies. It just got to happen.
Yeah, like I said, I agree with Wesley. Just seeing the Looney Tunes back in the big screen is going to be awesome. Being without a Looney Tunes movie, especially a lackluster one. What was the other one? Looney Tunes Back in Action?
Yeah, the Brandon Fraser one?
Yeah, that was like lackluster to say the least. And I'm just excited, dude, because Space Jam